Hello Cebu, maayong buntag Pinoy, maayong buntag Pinoy, maayong buntag Pinoy.
Parayon sa Hello Cebu, maayong buntag Pinoy. Mga higala, dako na kaya na kung giniabot na gyud nga tuang gipaabot nga pinasidunggag ni Dapit. Og karon pag kumasayod mga higala nga kining atua di ay nga dinapit usa ka true-blooded Cebuano, Cebuanon nga dako mga higala. And we are very proud of his performance in the House of Representatives. O daghan pa rin among istoryahan, di na ko dugay-dugayon siya tungod kay mubuo ba nga itong oras nga gigahin. Aniya si Kongresista Gary Alejano. Congressman, may buntag.
Mayong buntag, Sir Manny, magbuntag sa taga-paminaw, taga-subaybay sa inyong programa. I just would like to state nga yes, I'm part of the life of Cebu, but I come from Negros Occidental. Saksak sinagol man
okay,
towards the Negros Occidental sa tumo dito sa South.
Yes.
So, and I studied here in Cebu.
Di ka mag-studio? Di kung sa eskwelahan?
Cebu Central Colleges.
Kanang UC karon.
UC karon. I took up engineering, and on my third year, I took up the entrance exam sa PMA, so I passed.
When was this?
In 1989. Dito man sa, I think it's 91, Southwestern University ko nakuha ang exam. So daghan mo mga classmate na taga Cebu pod.
Wow, oy, kamo diha mga kauban, mga higala, mga fans ni Congressman Gary Alejano, text mo, ha? Na nga to ang text lines diha sa ubos, pwede mo maka-text pag musta niya. Kay diya siya, we will be together for the next how many minutes. Anyway, di ita maglangay manggala tungod kay daghan kay ning akong gusto ipangutana niya labi na gyud ang init kay karon kining giingon nga duna kunoy CEBU nga almost 7 billion worth 7 billion pesos nga nakaguwa gyud kuno sa Bureau of Customs. But ang Presidente Duterte, I've heard him in one of his speeches nga ningon siya di na tinuod why traces of CEBU sa nagitanaw nini, ha?
Pure speculation daw, okay?
Oh, pure speculation. What can you say about this?
Well, basing on the circumstantial evidence, I believe that katong mga magnetic lifters nga nagawa sa customs contain shabu. It's just that nang makita sa PDEA walay unod nga shabu. We had a hearing in the House of Representatives, no? We heard them. Karon katong na-abandon nga mga containers sa Manila International Container Port at duha ka magnetic lifters contained around 355 kilos of shabu. Karon because of that, it was reported in the news katong namit nga forklift operator nag-report sa pulis kay ang iya operate gigawas ang contain sa container van dito sa Jamie Cavite exactly the same.
Pareha gyud.
Pareha magnetic lifter dako ang color pareha. So he suspected nga pareha siya. So that's the reason why nag-conduct na surveillance sa PDEA, they conducted raid. So ang ilang naabtan upat ka magnetic lifters exactly the same as that that were found in MICP. Pareho sud buslot, na di buslot, no? Mao to gibutangan, gigawasan sa Cebu. Karon naapod mga packaging materials, plastic, foil o asbestos to really avoid detection. So karon ang tingin ko siguro ang medyo premature lang sa on the part of PDEA nga giingon nilang mauni ka nako. Because they're just estimating the would-be amount of shabu in that magnetic lifters. But if you have to look at the circumstances, I really believe na naisip contain shabu. Kay unsa man ang objective kaning importer nga modala mga magnetic lifters ibutang sa sulod sa warehouse ilagi acetylene ilagi welding gikuha ang unod assuming unsa man unod diha tapos gibili na dito. So there's really a connection nga you would assume na drugs ang unod. Karon si Presidente nag-ingon mga pure speculation. Ang ako alang, the President should not have stated that because you are now saying to PDEA, you stop talking. Ang issue diri, it could contain, it could not contain. So, ongoing man ang investigation karon.
So what naman tatong investigation? Ang result?
Let's allow the investigation to proceed without declaring it prematurely. Karon, ang BOC is also saying, wala may konti, giswab man, negative ng result. Because it went through the X-ray. Kung indeed na ay contained na shabu ang kanong magnetic lifters, it would be upon the BOC ang responsibility because they allowed it. But again, if we look at the capability of X-ray machines in BOC, dili man makita. Labo man ang X-ray result. So sa ako, let us not yet conclude. But there's a big possibility in my own analysis that the magnetic lifters contain around 700 plus kilograms of shabu. No, ang total na estimated 1 ton of shabu.
Wow.
So when I asked them during unsa may nahitabo katong una, itong 6.4 billion shabu. Nang katong mga dili nakuha ang mga 26 billion siguro. So up to now they have not really determined who are behind the shipment. And sana hindi na mangyari din sa itong shipment na ito.
The head of PIDEA, si Aaron Aquino,
Yes.
took a leave of absence. Kung sa may katarungan mo na ni?
Well, I don't know if it is coincidence, but I believe it's because of this pronouncement.
Okay. Anyway, arin sa tasuban, mga higala, sorry kay hanga, dili na to makuha yun ang tanang detalye because we have a very short time, no? Kanang arta sa extrajudicial killings, daghan magugay ni even in Cebu now, murag nakabangga na ang among mayor ug ang kapulisan. Unsa may yung pagtuon ni extrajudicial killings? Is this the job being done by the police or dunay mga whoever?
Well, I would like to state that we have filed an information or case before the International Criminal Court. Because we believe that the killings in the country under the war on drugs is state-sponsored. The extrajudicial killings in the country is state-sponsored. No, it's the policy of this administration to kill those involved in drugs or suspected involved. Why? Kung kay balo magtanan, we know the feeling, we have information, but we cannot just conclude. Daghan kay naman more than 20,000 ang patay sa war on drugs. Karon ang sa atua, we are against illegal drugs. Definitely all of us should be against illegal drugs. Katong mga pamaagi lang, the way they conducted these operations is really violative of our Constitution. Kaya ang atua lang, kaya ang Presidente frustrated sa justice system. Gusto niya i-shortcut. Kaya mo naghihimo niya sa Davao. I-shortcut niya, ang iyang solution is to kill. Karon, ang sa atua, even if I came from the armed forces to the Philippines, nga ang mindset is to shortcut everything, no? Gawin mo kaagad. Pero it will destroy democratic institutions, especially the police. Just imagine the mindset, the psychology sa police nga, they can always do the thing every time na sila problema, no shortcut. It will destroy the professionalism within the Philippine National Police. So, and also the processes. You know, it's part of the justice system. Kung you don't trust the justice system, ang mga judges, mga prosecutor, kasi makapag-bail man, makagawas, patyo na lang. No? Well, you don't trust the system. Ang akong gusto maunta, itukhang ka atong justice system. I-cleanse na to ang Philippine National Police. Kaya dagang kaya involved sa drugs sa sulod. And we teach them how to be good investigators. We teach them how to conduct operations properly. Diba? So that in the long run, makinabang ang lahat ng Pilipino. Sa mauna nga gi-call out na to ang gobyerno, please, don't do that because it will destroy our society and community sa shortcut na proseso. So, right now, sobra na sa mga 23,000 ang estimated na namatay sa war on drugs. Just imagine the families left behind. Daghan gayo. And they don't have the capacity to complain. Ano man, dili mga ilang mapalubong ang ilang mga patay. Dili mo sa pagkaon. No, they're the victims. So, ang ato panawagan sa Presidente, there must be a holistic approach and let us not just consider this a purely criminal issue. It should be a public health issue so that it will be openly discussed in public and find the appropriate solutions because this is not we are not the first ones to do this. All other countries, no, daghan na kayo mga war on drugs ahead of us and we should learn from the lessons of these countries.
You said that you filed, together with some people, filed a case President in the International Court of...
International Criminal Court.
International Criminal. Is it moving?
Yes, I believe so. They have already opened the preliminary examination in order to determine whether pasok siya sa admissibility, sa mga nakinaan mo sa requirements, no? Ibig sabihin there's no act yet. It's just determining whether may na jurisdiction, no?
Okay.
So karon the next stage would be preliminary investigation. And I believe that they have enough information in order to proceed to actual investigation, calling on the witnesses, calling on the respondents to give out their testimonies.
Ato na sa lain about federalism mo man karon na baniog na pagayo labi na kay ni sayo to sa moka. What's your take on federalism?
Well, for me, I think we are not yet ready for that. And aside from the merits of the proposal, we should not forget the agenda behind the federalism. No?
Is there really an agenda?
Well,
By who?
yes, because we can see that in the provisions of the proposed shift federal constitution. Una sa mito, ang ako nangitanaw nga if we cannot back this up with proper resources, this is useless. Because in the past we have so many beautiful laws that are not implemented because of the lack of support. So ako when I studied the available resources based on the Local Government Code of 1991, ang kaya lang mabuhay without the support of the national government is the NCR, Region 3, Region 4A. All the rest dependent good sa national. Wrong ang perception nga ang mga regions are contributing much to the national government and the national government gibalik gamay ra kayo sa mga region. That's wrong.
Oh, yeah?
In fact, that's opposite. Ang mga regions gamay lang ang gi-contribute sa national.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, dako ang gibalik. Example, Davao Region. Ang Davao Region contributes only 1% to the total collection of BIR. Only 1%. But they return 5%.
Oh.
So that means there's a 4% deficit on their part. Ang nangyayari kasi ngayon, ang mga local government units, dako ang ilang gastos pero ang ilang revenue gamay. So kumbaga, they are spending much more what they can raise. So dependent sila sa national because the National Capital Region specifically has surplus budget of around 600 billion. So if we cannot, there's an imbalance of the development available of resources, we are not yet ready, and we add more one layer, political layer, na magpasweldo ka, operations, capital outlay, nagsamot ang problema. That's the reason why the economic managers looking at this fiscal and financial status of the country are not, supportive of this.
Now, ang imong gitan mo good is the federal states, no? Can propose karon nga by regions, I think. I don't know how many of them. But si Senator Mixubiri says, nanong dili man ang tulo, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao in a federal government?
Well, it depends. No? There are so many proposals. 3, there are 5, there are 12, there are 18. So, this is the central policy also of the Duterte administration. They should have come up with one common draft, and they really should study it. And that's the draft that they should inform and educate the people. Kasi karon daghan kay mga version, it contributes to the confused public, no? Kasi dili maintindihan. Even in Congress, you have so many versions. So karon, aside from very vague dissemination of information, dagdag the agenda there, because in the transitory provision, you're practically giving President Duterte dictatorial powers legally, no? Because he will be heading the Federal Transition Commission. Siya ang mag-appoint sa tanan, and they have the power to reorganize practically the whole bureaucracy, no? Including the independent constitutional bodies. So, gi-absorb niya lahat, no? May power siya. That's very dangerous. And doon sa transition, kung giingon niya na they were not yet ready, it will drag. No, they can always change that. Dugay kayo pag-implement, then practically sa kanya yung power.
Yeah, but I think President Duterte himself, as a matter of fact, requested or ordered the consultative committee.
Yes.
To change sa transitory provision
Yes,
of their
Sir Manning,
of their draft.
the President, pabali-bali man ang iyang mga sulti. He says one thing in the morning, he will change it in the afternoon. So we cannot really trust the President. And the proposal of the CONCOM is just recommendatory. The Congress can even crush it. There's so many versions. So at the end of the day, Congress will decide, and let us see what will be the final version. But the point is, there are so many provisions there for me are very dangerous.
Magliban ko, what kind of government do you want? Federal presidential, federal parliamentary?
The proposal of CONCOM is presidential federal.
Just like in France?
Yeah. Well, just like the Philippines, except that you add one more layer. So walang pagbago. You just you add political layer, just like the autonomous region of Muslim Mindanao. So ang proposal sa una, it should be parliamentary, federal. So there's so many versions.
I see. Anyway, mga higala, ato na ipaibaw ka ninyo. Ing ato ang pinasidugan binapit si Congressman kining Gary Alejano is interested in running for senator with your support, of course, no? Atong ibalik pagpahibaw ka ninyo nga siya two-time congressman na o di naman tinga I think he needs no grant introduction because inyo ni siya pirmi makita o mabati sa iyahang mga gihimo dito sa House of Representatives. He's one of the most productive members of the House. O daghan kay ni siya 405 bills and resolutions ang iyang na-file with the House of Representatives. Dili siya ultimo mga higala, Marine, the Air Force of the Philippines, Marine Captain. O gani, i-recommend siya for Battle of Valor Award sa iyang pag-appeal sa military operations dito sa Maguindanao in 2003. Well, it's really up to you, but is this your congressman?
No, my second term. I still have one term.
But you wanted to run for the Senate.
But not only because I wanted to run. The Magdalo always decide as a body.
Okay.
Collective. So they nominated me to run for the next year's election. And since I'm part of the group and I trust in the direction of the group, I accepted the nomination to run for the Senate because I believe that kailangan talaga ng independent-minded members of the Senate, no? Especially now na ang President is not really parang responsive sa mga claimers sa tao, sa mga criticism. Kailangan natin ng check and balance. Dili tayo magsigilang yes sa Presidente. Because the moment we do that, it will be detrimental sa interest and welfare of the Filipino people. And with my experience as a former soldier, I almost died in Mindanao fighting the enemies of the state. I know what it takes to defend this country, considering also na naapatay sitwasyon sa West Philippine Sea, na the President is somewhat very, soft on the approach of our rights sa West Philippine Sea. Ang sa ako nga, subservience sa China. So I think we need to stand up. No?
How?
Yes. That means we have to speak up in public and we can always stand up against China. It depends on how we approach it. Dili na total surrender sa ila by reducing activities sa West Philippine Sea and by not speaking up, by not filing diplomatic protests. So you are giving in to the demands of China. Because ang gusto sa China, diri ka sa friendly relationship, investment, loans, but that is a trap. We can continue to do that at the same time continue to assert our rights, continue patrols, continue speaking up.
Can we not trust China?
We cannot trust China. Why? Because in the past, they reneged on some kind of agreement with the Philippines. Ang ingon nila sa Declaration of Conduct of Parties na we observe yung peaceful resolution of the conflict, huwag tayong mangharas, huwag tayong mag-build new infrastructure. They violated that. They occupied Mischief Reef in 1995. Iingon nila, magawa lang sila shelter sa mga isda. Ato sila gidemand nga mag-alis sila. Because that is only 120 nautical miles sa Palawan. They did not. Iingon nila, dili kami mag-militarize, dili kami mag-construct. But right now, Mischief Reef is a full-blown military base, na military-grade airstrip there. So, consistent ang ilang strategy, consistent man sila nga lahi. So we cannot just trust them.
Pila ba kasakop ni Magdalo? I mean, sa inyo yung mga regular members of Magdalo.
The Samahang Magdalo is composed of volunteer members.
Yes,
and the members just come and go. We have 600,000 plus card-bearing members. But they come and go. No? And we have presence in almost all of the provinces in the country and even abroad. No? May mga members o tayo. And this is about responsible citizenship. Walay kwarta-kwarta nga arrangement dire. Because we believe that they are our partners. And we want them to be rich citizens by embracing the codes and values of the Magdalo, and the hope that the change will happen within themselves. And if it happens, it will be just like Christian life, no? It will they will influence their families and eventually the community.
Pila ba mo kabo karon, Congressman, sa House of Representatives, sa Magdalo, representing Magdalo?
I am the only one.
It used to be two, di ba?
It used to be two together with Ashley
Ashley,
Ashilio. But in 2016 elections, nabawasan ang aming number of votes. There's a reason why nga usa na lang ang nabili.
I see. Is Senator Trillanes also will be taking your place in the Magdalo slot?
He is not running for the party list. Yes, he will take on the leadership role of the Magdalo para sa pagbabago movement, increase our alliances, and also strengthen our Magdalo Foundation. And will continue to advocate for good governance, for anti-corruption. Even he is not anymore in the office.
He is not running for any elected position?
Just 2019, no.
Murag sinyasa naman ko. Last na lang yung question. One more. Because I really wanted to know kung unsa man ang imo ikasultin ining gitawag og relaunching nila sa Train 2. Kay mo man nagiingon nila nga mo kuno ni nakaingon sa tong kalisod karon kining train law.
Well, the Train 2 ilan nag-iislan ang pangalan, trabaho man karon.
Trabaho.
Because
Trabaho,
there's a negative connotation on the train because of the Train 1. And we are feeling the effect of Train 1 up to now. So ang atong panawagan, review and kung kailangan, we need to scrap the excise tax dun sa Train 1 because it will continue. This is just the first year of the implementation of Train 1. Gadali silang ipas ang Train 2. So ang Train 2 basically corporate taxes. No? Generally, maganda ng idea. But ang ako lang worry, katong pag-remove sa mga incentives sa big corporations sa mga economic zones. It provides more investment to the country and creating more jobs. If you remove them, why? If you remove the incentives, they will leave the country. And if they leave, less investment and less job opportunity. PESA na may report na there's a drop of 55% of pledges of investment to the country. So nahandlok na ang mga dagkong kumpanya. Una, mahal ang labor sa Pilipinas, no? But because of the incentives, they go here. Ang yun, no? And we have so many declared holidays that is not conducive. We have the high electricity rates, one of the highest in Asia. So hindi conducive, but because of the incentive, they go here. Karon, if you remove that, walang reason for them to stay. So that's will have an impact to our economy. So dapat hinay-hinay yung gobyerno because karon naigo naman atong ekonomiya. Ang atong mga katao naigo naman. So hinay-hinay sila.
Daghang kay information na dawat. As a matter of fact, ang uban murag mangganga, tinuod lang nga about West Philippine Sea, good sa pang ubang mga information na yung mga dawat. Apparently from the military intelligence. Are you being supported by the military until now?
Well, I believe so. Only the government and the fishermen can validate the activities on the ground in the West Philippine Sea. And the government also admitted through Cayetano, Esperon, the armed forces admitted that the fact that they continue to receive information, that means many people also within them are not happy with this happening.
Well, agi panapos, you talk to our people.
Well, ang ato lang panawagan sa ating mga katauhan, let's continue to hope for the best sa atong nasod. Ang ato lang na let us not relegate our responsibility as citizens of this country. Nation building is about collective actions of our citizens. Ayaw natin ibigay lang sa usang tao, then we continue with our normal lives. We should take part in the life of our country. It is our responsibility to change this country.
Daghang salamat mga higala si Congressman Gary Alejano and mulansar siya pagka-senador. Don't forget, ako si Manny de los Santos, labakal mo balik karong taon-taon aron sa pagpadayon sa Hello Cebu, Maayong Buntag, Philippines. Stand by!
Hello Cebu, hello Cebu, maayong buntag Pinoy, maayong buntag Pinoy.